Tap in, tap in, tap in. What's today? Wednesday. Happy hump day, guys. Happy hump day. Tap in, tap in. Hey, restroom kit. Hi, Tamra. Danny, you're back again today. Nava Pets, hey, honey. It's hump day. It's hump day, Dave. It's hump day. So let's get going so I can get back to my flow. So, hey guys! Okay, so this media tip is straight off the presses. Literally. So, because it just went down. So, I did a news jack the other day for those of you who watch American Idol, you already know, but there's a young lady who is like the forerunner, I'm told. Thank you for inviting your friends. Oh, you know what? I should probably introduce myself. I keep forgetting it because I see some of y'all and I'm like, hey, they my friends. I'll have to introduce myself, and then I forget that people going to watch the replay. Y'all sharing it with people, which I'm grateful for that. And so I probably should introduce myself. So with that said, I am TeeJ Mercer. And as a result of what I do in the world, with my Media Mavericks of the Media Mavericks Academy, they are popping up in places all over the country, like radio and TV. And it is my pleasure and my honor to teach them how to book themselves without a publicist and without being a celebrity. And some of my Mavericks are filing in now. We got like a hater. He was on the Breakfast Club the other morning. Joy is one of my Mavericks. Restroom Kid is one of my Mavericks. So yeah, I kind of love what I do. So with that said, hot off the press. So one of the things that I teach is this process called newsjacking. And newsjacking is basically taking a trending topic. There's another one of my rap Mavericks. Hi, Rose. Future Maverick. I love it. Hashtag Future Maverick. I'll take it. I'll take it. So I'm rocking my Howard University shirt today, y'all. Rocking my Howard University shirt. So it's a process called newsjacking. And newsjacking is the art of taking a relevant news story that's in the media, trending, and hijacking it for your own purposes. So writing a blog, pitching your local media stations. And so, you know, there was a news jack I did the other day around the new film Miracles from Heaven. So I sent out a news jack alert to say, hey, if you are a walking medical miracle, you should be newsjacking this and pitching your local radio stations or TV stations and sharing your journey. And that gives you exposure. So last Thursday, American Idol contestant LaPortia Renee, who is a domestic violence survivor, brought the house down by singing Mary J. Blige's No More Drama. And to the point where she got emotional at the end. J-Lo was one step away from doing the ugly cry. Ryan Seacrest could barely speak. And so it was very touching. And so that started trending because her whole background package that set up her performance was her talking about her domestic violence experience. And so for those of you who don't know, that's part of my journey too. My third book is called The Six-Figure Battered Wife, My Path to Resilience. Wait, I'll show it to you. Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay. So my third book is this one, The Six-Figure Battered Wife, My Path to Resilience. And product display in 3, 2, 1. Yes, heck. And so what's cool about this book that I really love and is really gravitating to people, that once you get to the center of the book, it says time to flip your story, and you actually have to take the book and flip it over, and you see the TeeJ that you guys know and love now. So anyway, I said that to say, thank you, Grateful. I said that to say, when I did that, I was actually in a conference all weekend. And so one of my good friends, T. Faye, sent me a text and was like, hey, I know you are not, she's actually my book editor. T. Faye is my book editor. She's my exclusive book editor. I don't like having anybody else do my editing for me. And so she was like, hey, TeeJ, don't you know that they did American Idol? You know what? And I was like, no, what I missed? So she brought me up to speed. She's like, you need to news jacket. And in my head, I was like, I ain't got time to news jack. You know, I'm at the point now where I'm more focused on my Mavericks. But I was like, you know what? If I don't at least attempt to and try, then I feel like I'm not doing victims, current victims justice. So I at least need to try. And so I tracked down a couple of producers. I spent a little time, not as hard as I train my Mavericks to, because I just didn't have time. And so I sent off a pitch to Hollywood Today Live, because I have I know that one of the producers, and they're right over in Hollywood. So she responded to me right before I came on and said, love the pitch, but not really for us. We need to keep it light. Now, that's some good information there. And this is one of the things that I teach my Mavericks. You press for the yes. Now, this is one of these tips that do as I say, not as I do, okay? Or as I did, I should say, because if I really was vested in getting booked, I would have played harder and really done the follow-up and all of that. Hi, Coletta. What is this, a room full of my Mavericks? But I just don't have time. And I had to make the choice that pulling, me going after, media for that during this season would take time away from my Mavericks. So that's why I'm saying do as I say in this instant, not as I do. So one of the things I teach Mavericks is, my Mavericks, is I teach them to press for the yes. Like, you do not quit until you get a yes from the producers or a firm no, not for this show. Now, the information I gained from her saying we like to keep it light, one of the other things that I do, because I'm pretty smart in several areas. Don't put me in no box, y'all. But is I do reality TV coaching, or I used to. So one of the media segments I've pitched and got booked on, yes, Joy, is my dedication to you guys. One of the segments I've gotten booked on is the 5 mistakes casting directors hate. Or I actually teach workshops on how to create and sell your reality show, or I used to, but I'm kind of phasing that out. And so because I'm a Maverick, my initial gut reaction was, oh, so let me take this out. I've got her ear. Let me take this opportunity to follow up behind her and pitch her this segment on, because it's Hollywood Today Live. Let me pitch her this segment and see what she thinks, because it's lighter, it's fun, it's still relevant. There are people who are in, Birmingham, Alabama, who want to know how they have this idea, they don't know how to do it. But then I actually had to sit back and go, okay, but how is that really going to serve my viewers? Because my focus is on my media Mavericks. I do not want to really do any more reality TV serious coaching and be hands-on. So if I do this segment, I'm leaving the viewers hanging, because they are still not going to get access to me, because that's not what my focus is on. My focus is on my media Mavericks. And anytime I spend doing this kind of stuff, it takes me away from them. And I need to be continually to build this brand, to position myself for more exposure so more people can find out a person like me exists, so that I can serve them. And so that's why the point I'm making to you is take what I'm telling you, and my Mavericks who are here can validate the ones who are more, have been through the program. We got some Mavericks who are just now in the current round of Mavericks, but the previous Mavericks, they know I teach you go hard and press for the yes. You do not give up. You do not quit until a producer has told you a firm no, or you've run out of time to get booked. So my tip for you is to press for the yes. Don't do what I'm doing, but I have other priorities. That's the only reason why I didn't go hard in the paint on my local stations. Senior Maverick here, Coletta was in my first class. So yay, my two of my Mavericks are talking. Yes. But please, just because my Mavericks will tell you, and they will back me up on this. I am a walk it before I talk it kind of girl. So for me to be on here and saying I didn't do this, but it doesn't mean it's not applicable to you. I didn't do it this time. I've done it before. I have played hard and I've gotten myself booked, but my priorities have changed and I don't want to get myself booked in reality TV. And right now I'm not focused on the domestic violence aspect of what I do just yet, because I'm building Mavericks. And the reason that is, like, one of my coaches, my business coaches, told me, she was like, I don't want to be in the forefront. It's my calling to build leaders. And so that's what she said to me, and it resonated with me because it's my calling to teach my Mavericks how to actually get exposure for what they do in the world. And when I do that, I'm fulfilled. So I'm making the conscious decision. Yes, that's what she does. She built, and she does it well. Her name is Jennifer Kim. You guys may want to follow her. She's a marketing beast. And I love me some Jennifer Kim. But she told us up front, I don't want to be in the forefront. My job is to build leaders, and that's what I'm called to do. And so it's my job. Yep, that's her. It's my job to build my Mavericks. So, that's why, I didn't go hard on this, and I had to make the tough choice that I'm not going to pursue this like I normally would had I had more time, because yes, Jill. Yep. Jill knows Jen Kim. We both are in Jen's master brand program. So with that said, guys, that is your media tip. Press for the yes, because get your foot in the door. I tell people all the time, I don't care how we definitely work within each other. I don't care how you get your foot in the door. Just get your foot in the door and continue to press for the yes until you get booked. It's possible. It's absolutely possible. And you heard me talk about my Maverick Evangelina Hemphill yesterday. Do you not know this girl did her ABC segment this morning? And as a result of her knocking out the park for the segment, she called me to tell me persistence. That's what you're going to get, Joy, in the module that's coming up for you guys tomorrow, is the pitching and understanding. It's all about persistence. But as a result of her knocking out the park, she was driving, telling me she's on her way to a magazine interview. How about that for one of my Mavericks? Like, boom! How about that? In the midst of her doing all of this, she actually did the CBS interview yesterday, did an ABC interview this morning. And yes, Restroom Kit, can y'all please take a picture and tag me? Please, because I would love to see all of you guys together. That just warms my heart. She did the CBS, then she did the ABC interview, and then she actually got booked in doing a magazine interview. That's why I do what I do. That's why I'm getting excited. That's why I make choices like that. Because I would not have been available to her to coach. I would not have been available to Dave to get him ready. Dave is like a hater. Put up some emojis, Dave. Dave did an interview with the #1 radio show in New York, The Breakfast Club. Had I been off focusing on other stuff, I would not be available to coach my Mavericks to their greatness. So that's why I'm willing to not do what I do. So by all means, please listen to what I'm telling you. If this is do what I say do, don't do what I'm not doing right now, if that makes sense. All right, so hopefully that's helpful. And I think, guys, we decided on my morning scope that I'm going to move the media tip scopes to later in the evening, because it's really, me stopping down and do this is just going to be a Maverick on my list. All right. To me to stop down and do this in the middle of the day, it interrupts my rhythm. And so I need to, I think I'm going to be moving it to more in the evening. So 6:30 Pacific time, 8:30 Central, and 9:30 Eastern. I'll probably start doing that next week, not, the rest of this week. How does that sound to you guys? What do you think? One step at a time, baby. That's how you eat an elephant, one bite at a time. Do what you got to do. I'll be here. I don't plan on going anywhere. But what do you guys think of that? That if I move this, later to the evening, because, oh my God, 6:30 is perfect. Okay. So 6:30 my time, 8:30 Central, 9:30 Eastern is what I think I'm going to do. That doesn't matter. I'll be on whatever time you get on. But yeah, I think this is gonna work and feel better for me, so that I'm not breaking my concentration or have to stand around and stay close to the phone to do this. And I can do it. I can do it later in the evening as my day is already winding down. So with that said, let's tap it out, tap it out, tap it out, tap it out. I am so thrilled that you guys let me get on here and do this. I appreciate you. Hi, Dawn. And so let's tap it out in 10. You got me, grateful. In 10, 9. Let me see you tap it out, tap it out, tap it out. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Let's go make God smile. And in my case, I'm going to make him laugh for the rest of the day. 3, 2, See you tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow we're going to be here at 2:30 though, Pacific, 4:30 Central, 5:30 Eastern. Tomorrow, Monday, we'll start the evening scopes, if that's okay. All right, I'll talk to you. Okay, y'all be safe, Restroom Kit. I'll talk to you guys later. Love you. Bye.